opinions, owing to the physical condition, did not hinder her spirit from doing what she wanted. She never allows herself to believe that she was a weakling. She managed her daily chores dexterously with ease. With the passage of time, she made herself immune to all the barriers magnificently. She became an expert in masquerading her inner feelings, probably due to the fact that her parents had high hopes that she would one day be the shining armor of not only her own destiny but also theirs. She became matured enough to understand how hard it was for her pillars of strength to have a differently abled child in the midst. The sacrifices they made for her well-being, forgetting their own desires and aspirations, mattered the most to her. Eventually, she grew up to be a highly opinionated. She would do what she feels was right. It does not matter even if anyone or anybody would be against her, as long as her actions would be for the betterment of her loved ones who meant the world for her. She would go to any extent without bothering about its consequences and its impact on her own life. Do anything for the happiness and stay loyal to the decisions she took for them, come what may. She was without an inch of doubt a girl full of dreams yet to be accomplished, and her sheer determination made her believe that her gifted life would never be in vain, since every God creations has their own purposes to fulfill. Otherwise, life in itself would certainly be meaningless.
Why it is called Tiara of Love?
I gave it the title as Tiara of Love because right from the time when I was a kid, I was taught that I should not have the feeling that I am different from my other siblings, because my parents have, by God's grace, they have always given me the kind of confidence that even though I am slightly different from them, but I am, at the end of the day, a human being who has the right to live a normal life as anyone else. So why should I have this feeling that, okay, I am different from them and I don't belong to this society, or I don't belong to be a part of the family and stuff like that. That's why I named it as it is, because I feel that the kind of the kind of support, the kind of belief that I see in them every single day, fighting for me, like to make my life better in some way or the other, that gives me a sense of satisfaction, that I'm glad I have such parents who never thought that, okay, I have a child who is differently abled and she's not allowed to mingle with everyone around her, or she should be confined in her own room and stuff like that. They never gave me that kind of feeling ever, since the day I remember till today. So whatever I have been doing throughout right from childhood till I am now, I have always tried my best to follow what my heart says. And even if I feel that there's no one to be by my side, I will still go for that, because I know that whatever beliefs that I have gathered so far, from the kind of knowledge that I got from my teachers, and then from my parents, from my well-wishers, from anyone that I come across every day, they have always given me a feeling that, okay, I should know how to stand for myself, I should know how to fight for myself, despite the fact that, okay, we are considered to be different in a general way, though we are not, because at the end of the day, no matter how you are, you'll always be God's creation. So that's the reason why I have never, though I have to face a lot of criticisms, a lot of torments, but those things, no, it has never affected me to a certain extent that okay, I'll have a very low esteem, or
Because you would come back to a very
yeah,
supportive family.
I have that. I mean, I'm glad that I could imbibe this kind of quality from my parents, because they have taught me to be like, no matter how the situation is, you have to learn how to, come back and then get up and then fight your way out. So that's how it is. I couldn't think of any other name for the book, because that was the feeling that I had at the time when I was reading it. So that's why a Tiara of Love. So yeah, it's maybe that's the reason why it is also very special, because somehow or the other it is related to my life, though not completely, but
A reflection of
yeah, you'll be able to visualize the kind of life that I have been leading so far. So yeah.